Hello everybody, Reggie Time here. Slightly different table view today. We're playing 3 tables on the new Australian PPPoker, whatever the fuck it's called, app, the club that I can now get players access to. We have a 40 Australian dollar table, 60 dollar Australian table, another $40 one. We're not going to be playing our mega loose style today. We're going to actually try and play some reasonable poker. And see if we can actually make some money in the video for the first time in a few days, and also hopefully demonstrate the games in a good light. The reason I'm playing 3 different accounts across 3 tables is because I'm hoping it will help me deal with the shorter time bank while still getting some decent volume in. So if you are a multi-table monster, you can create like multiple accounts and have multiple tables across each. Technically you could play up to 18 tables, I guess, if that was your... Oh, then sorry, could play up to 18 tables. I mean, I think it'd be almost impossible to deal with, but the potential for getting volume in is definitely there. We've been 3-bet here by someone who looks pretty loosey-goosey, but it's a damn big 3-bet. We're not going to be paying 13 or 14 blinds to see a flop, I'm afraid, so we're just going to let it go. But we're glad to see. We're glad to see the 50 V pips in the arena. This is in Aussie dollars, so everything's like half price in terms of sterling. So this is effectively 20 sterling, 30 sterling, 20 sterling. Hopefully it makes for a better viewing experience for you guys too, because you can see all 3 tables at once. We're not constantly scrolling between tables. So yeah. Hopefully you guys have a better viewing experience, I have a better playing experience, and we hopefully get to make some money too. I think it's certainly going to be a lot easier for me to play my morning sessions. I think my morning sessions are typically now going to be on this app, and my evening sessions or late night sessions are going to be on the, or sorry, I should say my daytime sessions on this app, my nighttime sessions on the UPoker network on Breeds. It's nice to have a decent portfolio of sites where you can play, so you can always get in the action whatever time of day or night that you choose to play. I'm going to be calling this race here at least, possibly squeezing, but I don't think so. Going to call with the 9s. We're going to be check calling this flop almost for sure. Mind you, it's heavily multi-way now, so I guess most players' betting ranges will be significantly narrowed in a multi-way pot. I mean, I think for this price we have to call, but we're not loving the situation. Be looking to check fold if any large bets go in, or if it goes bet call again, maybe we'll be looking to make a tight fold. Defending the king 10 that's suited here. And the small blind could be not a great call, given that, yeah, I think we're definitely going to fold over here now, given the action. Not in love with this call, because he's starting relatively short. It's a 16 table. But he's starting short stacks. He's likely not a skilled player, so hopefully the fact we have relatively good cards and hopefully a skill advantage long term will make that call profitable, but who knows, maybe it isn't. But it was looking too nice for me to just fold. We don't get to see if it would have been good. Guess it wouldn't have been, given he bet flop and jam turn, but you never know. You just never know. I'm already enjoying playing more on the PC than I am the iPad on this particular club. Much prefer playing on the iPad on UPoker because we have a longer time bank and we have some time bank extensions should we need them. But on this club I think playing from a computer is going to provide a far better experience. And hopefully improve my win rate because should be able to play a few more hands and play them better because we're allowing ourselves more time to go through our thought processes. And I think it'll make for a better viewer experience too. So maybe a lot of my videos going forward will be in this club using this viewing format. And hopefully some of you guys will decide to come and join me on it because it so far seems to be a pretty nice option for a morning grind in the UK. Facing a very small 3-bet here from someone at 35 VPIP who, if they're using that sizing, is almost certainly going to be a bad player. But nothing which we can do, and the cold 4-bets come in too. I think the 8-7 is just absolute dust at this point. Jacks versus Kings. Jacks gets there. We won't mind the Jacks holding here, like the weaker player winning the pot. And we've opened the Ace King over here on table 3. But we haven't found a flop that... Ah, shit, he won then instantly ran away, which is disappointing. We haven't found a good flop for the Ace King, so we're just going to check. Defending the Jack 10 versus the 4x from somebody who may or may not be a little bit steamed up. But getting an absolutely useless flop, so nothing which we're going to be able to do about it. Here we're going to check call with the Ace King, I guess, and probably just check call the turn. Not in love with it because this guy can certainly have lots of pairs, but we do pick up the gut shot now and 2 overcards. Not in love with this by any stretch, but I don't think we can fold. And he does have the Ace 5, so he's sucked out on us on the turn, unfortunately. Can we re-suck out? Nope, sadly not. Sadly not, but never mind. We have flop top pair over here on table 1. And we are going to raise versus this short stacks bet. Happy to play for stacks against him and hope, don't mind if this dude gets out of the way, to be frank. He didn't get out of the way. 9 seems like a reasonable card for us. But we're going to check. Not fold though, I don't think. Don't think we're going to fold. I think we're just going to be content checking again, possibly calling. Holding the gut shot on table 3. And we drag it down. Not convinced by his play there, but we're certainly happy to set the pot down. Don't think my play was stellar by any stretch, but happy to take the pot down. Got a raise on the flop with top pair, got called in 2 spots and won. This guy's 3-betting again. King, Queen off. I'm just going to play tight. Keep our eye on this dude. Don't want to be like overreacting too early. He's made a cold 4-bet, but he did show up with the whatever it was, the Kings and the 3-bet. You know, it's more likely than not he's just been getting some good cards, but we'll certainly keep our eye on him. And if he looks like he's on the loose aggressive side, then we'll make some adjustments down the line. 3-bet again here, King 10 suited. Again, just not quite good enough for me to want to defend. It's pretty. And if the guy had a full stack, then I would definitely consider it. But King 10's a pretty miserable hand to defend versus 3-bets. I know it's suited, but 3-bet again here, King 10 suited. Again, just not quite good enough for me to want to defend. It's pretty. And if the guy had a full stack, then I would definitely consider it. But King 10's a pretty miserable hand to defend versus 3-bets. I know it's suited, but ultimately it's still just king 10 and not really a hand we want to defend versus 3-bets. If it was like, I'd rather defend like 10-9 there, jack 10 than king 10. It's going to have more playability post flop, I think. It's my sound on all these tables. I'm not quite sure. I can't seem to hear it at all, but maybe it's just playing tricks with me. Off for the set mine, table 1. Our friend goes with a big squeeze again. I guess we defend now. We're going to be going multi-way and closing the action. Not willing to fold match. It's just, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to fold. Don't like that fold. It's like the third time he's put a 3-bet in like what, 10 minutes. But does he really c-bet that flop into 2 players in a 3-bet pot when he kind of smashes calling ranges? Maybe he does. Maybe the guy's just fucking psychotic. Don't think I'd have been folding top pair there. But when we have like third pair to the board and he's 3-bet and c-bet into 2 players, I mean, I don't like it. I feel like he's running me over a little bit, but I still don't think we've got enough evidence yet to just justify punting off potentially a stack there with 2 8s, and also that we can just get another overcard on the turn. He can just apply tons of pressure that we just can't absorb. So basically, fuck him. But he does look manic. 50 VPip, super aggro. He's certainly going to get the bad player tag, because pretty sure he's bad. We just haven't had a chance to do much about that yet. I think if he 3-bets us here, I think we're just going to 4-bet and punt against him. There's only so much a man can take. There's only so much a man can take. Two kings over on table 3. We'll be keeping our eyes on them. You have a 4x under the gun from a 43 VPip and a call. Things are looking promising on table 3. Things are looking very promising. We're going to make this about 6, I think. And we're taking all the action we can get. Very happy if this dude just decides to pile it all in here. That is an absolutely thoroughly miserable flop. But on table 1, we have a particularly good flop. I'm actually going to check this back because it's kind of going to be not too easy for him to have too many calls. This dude's just piled 14 pot size bet into us. That is very, very disappointing. But on that board, that just crushes his calling range of a 4-bet, then again, there's fuck all we can do. We're going to go with basically a pot size bet here, try and represent some missed draws. Hopefully he looks us up with the queen. And we win. Don't know what he looked us up with. This guy's helpfully showing his 6. That is one big fold, sir. I mean, those kings are quite disappointing there over on table 3, but when we... Sorry, he didn't call the 4-bet, did he? But when he calls a 3-bet after calling a large squeeze, so he calls a large squeeze and it comes down like queen ace 10. I cannot think of many worse flops for pocket kings, to be frank. So when we check and he just pots it, I mean, even if he's bluffing, there's just not going to be awful lot that we can do about that. Lead out here with that top pair, moderate kicker. Then we're going to bet twice while this dude's in the pot unless we get raised, and then check and decide on the river. Unless a blue one comes, or a queen, or a 10 or an ace. That'll slow us down too. Lots of bad turn cards for us here. That wouldn't be one of them though. So we're going to bet pretty big again, like 350 or something. And then if he calls again, we're going to approach the river with some caution. But he did. Wow, he folded a king. Did not expect that. Oh, 2 kings again. Hopefully these kings do a lot better than the last ones. Nope, we get the ace again. And then the deuce on the turn. Things are taking a decidedly dodgy turn for the worse for our kings for the second time in this video. Guess we just check it down, hope to win. And we did. We got a little bit of value on the flop. Nothing to write home about, but we did get a little bit of value. I think we're just going to complete the queen 9 here. Flop, flush draw and a paired board. So I guess we'll just see what happens before we deciding what to do. Bet and a raise. Don't want to just call here. So we're going to go with another raise. I hope he doesn't jam, because that would make me sad. But we can have so much deuce X here. We're in the small blind. He can't have too much deuce X, you wouldn't imagine. After just like over limping the button. That was the theory anyway. We were hoping he didn't have much deuce X, and maybe he would raise in a weakish king or something. That he either folds or we have a chance to get there against. What do we want to do with this 5-6 suited here on the button? Bit nervous about the under the gun limper, but it's a really pretty hand that's going to perform very well multi-way. Not that great on this board. We do flop a good shot on a backdoor flush draw, but it's multi-way, and if a bet goes in we're just going to have to pitch it, which it does. So we are out. 5-6 suited under the gun here. It's a bit of a loose open, but it's not like we're going crazy with our thrilling Thursday or funky Friday ranges. It's annoying, but we're going to have to call because it's so small. And we are now out. Fives would have won, but fuck all we can do. And our friend with the ace jack, who played it just about as bad as you could off his stack size, leaves the table. It has to be said, I'm much more enjoying the session this morning, or this afternoon as it is now. It's currently 12 dinner time in the UK. I do mean dinner time. or you southerners who fucking call dinner the meal that you have in the evening, clearly fucking getting it all wrong. And if you want to have the argument in the comments, then we can do it. Yeah, so there was like tons of traffic. If you look at this here, I just look at all these games at 40 and 60 and now there's just fucking loads of them. The traffic is just off the charts in terms of like app games. It's beautiful. Oh heck, how do I get my table back? Give us my table. Oh, fucked up here. I hope it prompts me when it's my turn. Good, it did, thankfully. I think that raise is too small because it's a 60 table, isn't it? But never mind. It's my own fault for fucking around a little bit. But yeah, the traffic is, as you can see, it's totally... Well, not totally, it's pretty fucking superb, to be fair. I'm going to get a lot of action on these tables during the daytime if I find the time to play. I mean, I guess we're going to see a bit here. Not only with it versus 4 players, but we did have the pre-flop initiative, and we can certainly get caught by some worse hands. This dude's all in. Hope he's got an 8 and not a 10. Oh, he's got an 8 and a 10. We're in trouble. Run it 3 times. No, thank you. I'd rather just lose, Jack. No, no Jack. There's just a lot of bad play. I mean, we've run bad in this video, like versus the shorter stacks, but there's a lot of bad players on this app. I expect to make a lot of money, big in terms of like big blinds. Long term, short term variance is what it is, but I've seen enough already to know that I'm going to print big blinds. Long term, absolutely print them, so long as I produce my A game with a decent frequency. And you guys will too if you're half decent at poker. You just need to reach out to me and get involved. Take it down with the half pot c-bet there on table 2. Oh, this dude loves his 3-bets, doesn't he? This time we can call because we've opened smaller. He's 3-bet smaller. And we flop a gutter ball, which is interesting. Against a lot of players, we could check raise this board quite happily. He's not the man to do it against, though, I don't think. Don't think he's the man to do it against. Pocket 4s. We were drawing thin on the gut shot, but by fuck are we getting paid if we hit it. This is a pretty bad defender gets out of the small blind versus the min raise under the gun, but it's pretty. And we get squeezed by someone who may or may not be a regular, but again it's too small. We just need to pay this and just hope to smash the flop. Depending on his sizing here, we maybe go for a raise. Just trying to like make him fold ace king, etc. That maybe he's c-betting. Shouldn't have an 8 very often. He's not going to be loving life with overpairs. So I don't think we're going to get 3-bet very often there, unless he's the sort of player who just like goes crazy with overpairs, irrespective of the board. So I think that's a relatively safe raise. We have a lot of pocket pairs in our range. He has a lot of ace king, ace queen, king queen suited, that type of thing. So I don't think that's spewy. I think if we're defending the 5-4 and then we get any 8-6 boards, if we're not check raising at least some of the time, then I suspect we're probably not doing it right. Look at this action over here. 3 players all in for 20 blinds. Oh, how many blinds? Sorry. I can't even fucking count. $10. What's that? 20 blinds each pre-flop? You go for it, lads. You fucking go for it. Keep your eye on table 3. See what kind of mental action there is. I mean, it could just be cooler. It could just be like ace, king, jacks, queens, something like that. But it's always nice to see that many bets going in pre-flop in a game. And we don't get to see what happened because everybody folded. But yeah, you can see there is no shortage of action. That's for sure. This may already be my new favourite club to play in. It could very easily be my new favourite club. I'm going to overlimp the 9-10 off here. Versus a 50 V-pips under the gun limp. Sadly the board has completely decided to miss it again, and then we didn't play the king 8 here. Would have been a good time to get loose. We would have picked a good time to get loose there, I think. Like the king 9 in my micro-stakes poker group. It's got to be suited. I like it so much that the group picture is a picture of a dog in a suit. Work it out for yourselves. Get your 8-9 suiteds out. We'll hopefully be seeing a flop on the middle table. It's looking promising. Hit me. Boo. Disappointing flop for the 8-9 suited. Instantly 3-bet here. 7-8 offsuit. Just going to pitch it. That was a snap 3-bet. Good for you, sir. I think for the next few days the channel is going to be very spam heavy with videos exactly like this. They're not going to be super loosey-goosey. It's going to be me trying to play somewhere near my best and hopefully playing some winning poker. Taking all action here on the middle table versus these two stacked depths. Taking all the action they can give us. Over on table 2 we flopped 2 pairs. He's now all in. Obviously we're calling. We are ahead. I don't like suckouts, so we're given the option to run it 3 times. He's saying no dice to the 3 times. And he's getting there with his straight. That's disappointing. That is disappointing, but again, he's limped the King Jack, so we can safely assume he's a fucking rubbish player. Limped the King Jack, called the gut shot, jammed the turn with 3rd pair and a gut shot. Deeksy, you're probably a nice guy, but you're fucking rubbish at poker, kid. Again, we're going to be taking all action on table 2. Take all the action we can get with our ace king. Popping it up to 6.5 blinds. And getting the folds. That's a flop we can gamble on table 1. Shit end of an up and down straight draw, but the nut flush draw. If we're not willing to gamble with this hand, what are we willing to gamble with? Been check raised. We're all in. Need help. Help required, table 2 please. We are currently ahead. We'll run that twice. I think he might want to do that too. So we hold the first, we lose. Oh, we win this, we hold them both. Hold them both, that is fucking delightful. Little bit of run good in the games at last. We like that. Don't think we're going to play a heads up. In fact, the table's gone. So in terms of like our results for the session, because we like to tell them at the end, don't we? This table we ended up $59.08 up, so we need to try and remember that for the end of the session. And we'll try and find another table quickly. Hopefully not one we're already at. So that's $58 up. And this table we are $6 down, so that's $52 up. This table we are 17 down. So that's what, $40? I can't remember. $30 or $40 up. I can't remember what I fucking said now. It's 50 odd minus that. It's 58 minus 7 minus 24. So that's around 34 up. With 10-15 minutes to go. So we're probably going to book a winning session, which is nice. so far we've isolated 3 or 4 times at this table, and every time they've folded. But I just feel that if we do it with the King Jack there from the small blind, we end up getting like 50 million callers and be left with King Jack out of position. So even though I was tempted to try and pick up the dead money pre-flop, I don't really want to be doing it from the small blind in a pot where there's so much traffic. If you are liking look at these games, by the way, I probably should have said by now, 25% rate back in these games, and it's in Aussie dollars. So pretty much cut all these stakes in half, and you get the amount in sterling. In US, fuck knows. I haven't done the math. All I know is that by the end of the month, a lot plus a lot plus a lot will make a lot. And that is my expectation in terms of profits on this club. Raising up for stand at this new table with the 2 jacks. Picking up 1 call, picking up 2 calls. Tell you what, if I see another fucking ace when I've got a big pair, well, I'm going to be cross. Gotta call the 111. Do not even pick up the flush draw. I mean, we don't win here, do we? We don't win. Bets. We're going to use our time back to top back up. And fold. Not seen a V-pip below 35 yet, have we? What the fuck is going on here? I mean, I guess we just called 4-bet and not fold, I guess. Doesn't feel brilliant, to be fair. Oh, sweet Jesus, this guy's just... Oh, man, using it 77 V-pip. Variance is about to bite. Look at the state of this. Oh, and that's just a miserable flop, but we're getting... we're going to be getting like 10 to 1. Right, okay. We're all in, I guess. 10 jack. Oh, we're ahead. And now we're miles ahead. Do we win that whole thing? Oh, we do. That is fucking delightful. That is... Just take a moment to rewind back and enjoy what just happened on table 3. Because that was me cold 4-betting and getting calls from the jack and the 10 and the ace and the 10. That was pleasant. No way we're c-betting this board. No way. We will be betting the turn now though. Now we've improved to a jack, or calling if he bets a reasonable amount. Can't fold just yet. Table 3. Fucking hell, there's massive V-pips everywhere. Fucking massive V-pips everywhere. We're going to have to check fold this turn though. It's a pretty bad card overall for us. Pretty good for our range possibly, but not good for our actual hand. Don't like folding to that size though. Guess we have to call one more versus... Oh, fuck off. Just fuck off. No, well, the fold is locked in. Check. Oh, don't then. 5 deuce 9. Another high V-pip fish. Guess we're not c-betting. Maybe we're good here. I mean, he's checking back so fast. Maybe we're just good. We are. How do you like the games, guys? They are fucking phenomenal, aren't they? Absolutely phenomenal. Shame we're not in this pot. We'd have been in it on our suited days. Our suited days we'd have flopped trips, but we're not in our suited days today. We're in play solid, try and stack whales day mode, which is my usual mode, to be fair. It's my usual modus operandi. Find fish, felt them. That's the plan. And try not to spend too much money doing so. Bet, just call or fold, sir. Fine with either. He goes with the fold. Done that. It was 36 V-pip, 49, 34, 50. And this is randomly selected. I mean, look at that fucking table. It's a 13L sterling, 16L Australian dollar table, and there's not a single fucking regular amongst them except me. 14L table with a 37, 27, 26 on this table actually isn't too good. 38, 33. So that table's probably not a good one. But still, no absolute nits except me. And this table, 51, 46, 25, 26, 44. Plenty of fish there too. Not c-betting the 9-8 multi on the ace queen 3. So even our worst table, we're still the tightest player at it. So that's fine by me. If I'm the tightest player at every table I play at, then I'm doing just fine. Right, we went 3.3 last time when they all folded. So we'll just try a 3 this time instead. These two guys both limped. We made it 3.3 and they both folded. And we don't really want them both to fold when we have two kings, so we're going with the 3 rather than the 3.3. See if that makes a difference. Well, that's a pretty miserable flop. But with an SPR of just 3 and an overpair and a gut shot, I'm just going to commit. Just going to commit to the hand. Happy to take it down now. Happy to get the money in if needs be. But we do take it down. Considering I've played pretty nitty in this video, I've enjoyed it, but we are getting close to the end of things, so we can do a final tally. It was 58, wasn't it? Plus minus 3, so that's 55. 60 for argument's sake. So plus 78 Australian dollar session, which is about 40 quid there or thereabouts, with a little bit of rate back thrown in. And we've had our fair share of like frustrating hands too, where we just like squeezed and got bad flops, etc. So all in all, I'm enjoying it. I'm going to play around to our blinds at all our tables and then a step away. Deuce me up. We didn't get deuced up on table 3, but we've run well enough so we can't complain. But that's oh no, we don't want to be sitting out because we actually want to be leaving, don't we? Exit. And now we can just take a moment to enjoy the traffic and try and count it up. That's 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27, fuck knows. Must be getting over 30 tables running of 40 and L, and then all these 60 and L. I mean, there must be 40 tables running of 40 and 60 and L at lunchtime. If you're a morning grinder or even an afternoon grinder, UK time, then I can genuinely say with all sincerity that this is, without question, the best club I can offer you right now. 25% rate back, soft games, tons of traffic. I'm going to be pushing this club very hard for the next few weeks, because I think right now it is my newest option and it is seeming to be my best option. Just going to play a couple more hands, I think. I've got 2 more at this table. Every 1, 2, 2 more hands at this table. 1 more at this table. And bet here just to guard against letting him have a free shot at a club. Probably going to check back river if he calls, unless we improve to a full house. But he folds. There was the deuce. That's where the deuce was hiding. Folding there and leaving. And we're going to be last hand Louis over at table 1, and if this big blind goes bust here, then we're done. Queen, queen versus 8-8, so it looks like the big blind isn't going to go bust. The old dildo, what a dick he is. So last hand, we're going to straddle it. Last hand of the session, let's put the straddle on. Boo. Oh well, that's that. Straddle did not work out. And it wouldn't have worked out. So there we go. So, thank you very much everyone for watching the video. It's very, very much appreciated. Do reach out if you got to the end of this video and you love the look of this club. Do reach out to me. Ideally Facebook, Skype and email. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. So even if you do reach out to me on email, I'm probably going to be asking you to create a Facebook account so we can keep everything together. And if you're not willing to do that, then maybe, I don't know, maybe we can't do any business, because it's getting increasingly more difficult to track all my players through email, Skype, Facebook. I want everyone in one place. So if you do want to join, get in touch with me. If you get in touch with me via email, I will probably ask you to create, even if it's just a fake Facebook account, just so I can do my admin a lot easier. If you don't want to do that, then maybe find someone else to go through. But yeah, take care, everybody. Have a great day. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Stay safe, stay well, stay kind, and we're back tomorrow with another video. Bye bye for now.